This is Brain 9 YouTube channel, buckle up. I spawn at the south of Abbey as top tier in the new tier 6 American heavy Tech 3 tank, the Pawlack Tank. I've decided to speed grind this line, so the M5 Joe will be my first tier 10 tank. I kind of think that as top tier you have the best opportunity to ace the Pawlack Tank. Although it has quite good frontal armor, it's unreliable against higher tiers. And with the rounded profile of the upper hull, against higher tiers is just one big weak spot. The roundedness of it also makes it hard to side scrape, since you always have to reveal a flat portion. But against the same tier tanks and lower tier you can trust the armor quite well. The Pawlack is also a fast tank, as you see here. It can get around even without a turbo. With the Top Gun, the 90mm, it has a really powerful punch, but you sacrifice a good DPM that you have with the 76mm. I think I still prefer the big gun, so I avoid having to stand in front of the enemies too much. The PZ-4H gets lucky there, and he takes out my engine. But I bounced the T-34 using a small caliber gun. Trading quite well.
Enemy armor is damaged. Fall back.
That actually pisses me off. The moron in the T1 heavy behind me is asking me to withdraw because he likes to play cowardice at the back. Often I mute arseholes for that kind of shit. Still annoys the hell out of me.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
And that's my first kill on the PZ-4H.
Enemy is hit.
The T-34 has switched to APCR and actually done quite a lot of damage by now. I'm down by 400 HP, but I've also done 1284 back at 3 enemies. Now I have to face the other flank to prevent the enemy from wrapping around us. I don't think the T1 is even using the minimap here. Bounce there. Didn't aim at that shot well enough. There we go.
Penetration.
Okay. Now it's my turn to and now it's my turn to flank. This is where the good speed comes in. With the 41 kilometers an hour here.
Enemy armor is damaged. Gotcha.
And that's 2 kills for the Matilda there. You see the frontal armor is actually quite good for baiting shots like that when you angle it.
Enemy armor is damaged. They're knocked down.
And that's my 3rd kill for the VK31P. And I'm up to 2541 damage at the 5 minutes mark. Oh, you can see that I really want to reach that sniping point down towards the enemy base. But our base is under attack and we are losing tanks back there. I turn back. Let's kill number 4 there on the T1 heavy. Can I get that loot? Ah. I decide to go all the way back. I get spotted. Taking shots from the M10 RBFM there. 3 shots and he ammo racks me. Let me see if I can do something about that. And there was shot number 4 that penetrated me. I think he did something like over 400 damage to me there. Maybe.
Your assistance has been requested. Platoon created.
By the way, over-angling this tank is revealing a really weak side armor. Anything can pen on the side there. So the M10 was my 5th kill, and now I'm hunting the Top Gun. It's only the Matilda left. Oh, the gun depression of this tank sucks. I almost get myself killed there actually. And there we go, the 6th kill. And here is the results. I get the Mastery Badge Ace Tanker. I get Top Gun. I get Steel Wall. I get Spartan. I get High Caliber. And I get Brothers in Arms. I get 1,376 base experience points for 3,109 damage and 6 kills. I fired 23 shots. I hit 17 and penetrated 16 for a total of 3,109 damage. I blocked 1,415 damage, and I caused, with my assistance, we caused 235 damage. I resupplied ammunition for 101,200 and consumables for 20,000, adding up to a total of 71,618 in loss. And I also resupplied a directive for 8 bonds. Now I want to show you some of the damage that I took. When you look at this picture, which also is the front picture of this video, you see there is 2 penetrating shots at the front of the tank. This is APCR shots from the T-34. You look at this picture, you can see 4 shots from the M10. One is there, there, and there. And here you can see the 4 shots. 1, 2, 3. That was the 3 first shots in the side. And if you see where my gun is pointing towards the M10, this 4th shot is coming from almost straight in front. So this whole portion here is a weak spot, and all of the side is a weak spot. And you can also penetrate the cupola up here. So I decided to speed grind the American heavy tanks. The reason is because very often when new tanks are introduced, especially on the tech tree, these are better than average, and then they will buff the tanks down later if they turn out to be too good. As you can see, I'm already on the M2 Yo. Let's look at the tech tree. We start off with the Pawlack Tank, which I have featured in this video. Then we go to the M2 Yo, M3 Yo, M4 Yo, and up to the M5 Yo. So this tank will probably be my first tier 10 tank on this account. And I think it looks very promising, actually. It has a 105mm gun, and then you can grind a 120mm gun. I mean, look at the size of this gun. It's crazy. Like, there's a, let's say that this guy standing here, oh, you can't see him because of my picture. If I turn the other way, like this, let's say this guy over there with the blue shirt is 2 meters, almost 2 meters long. 180 is the average. You have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 meter long 120mm gun. Come on. That's a long gun. Anyway, I have seen some preview. I recommend you see Quickie Baby's preview of this tank, and it looks really good. So as I grind the tech tree upwards, I will also hopefully get Ace Tanker videos for each of the tanks. I can reveal right now that I have bought the Chinese new heavy tank. I got it right here. And I have an upcoming video where I feature this tank. The VZ 114, and I like it. Well, that's all I have for now, folks. Be sure to write your opinion about the match and about everything else that you see in the video. The next video will be this tank, but it won't be a Mastery Badge video. I don't think so. I don't think I can provide that on the short time frame, but it will be a good video.